Hey everybody, Chris here. So did the big price drop in Dogecoin and other cryptos shake you out yesterday? We're going to talk about that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when my new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. And we were live on Wednesday evening after the Fed, the US FOMC meeting met and discussed rate cuts. That's right. They're dropping the interest rates, which is good, right? You would expect, okay, interest rates drop as expected, and the market should be fine. A little volatility typically happens, but no, it was after the meeting, and we talked about this yesterday evening in the live stream, how Jerome Powell then went on his Q&A talking about being cautious in 2025 and the sort of the dot plots of all the commissioners and how many rate cuts they think actually there could be in 2025 was less than what we were anticipating. So what's going on with the economy overall and where do things sit? Well, there's a little uncertainty there and the markets don't like that. So there were shakeouts, leveraged longs being wiped out, all of that typical stuff we see when there's a drop in prices. So let's get into it. Let's take a look at the news and the charts. I'll show you what I'm looking at. And we'll start here looking at the current Dogecoin chart right around 36.5 cents. That's right. Here was the big dip we had after FOMC, followed by another one later in the evening last night. And did that shake you out? Did that shake you out? So we'll be talking about that. Again, Bitcoin did dump, just touched below 100K last night, but has battled back up and is now trading over $102,000. Is that 100K line really going to be support? If we zoom out and we look on the daily, we will see the overall trend of Bitcoin is still up, all-time high 108,360. We've had these corrections just about every week. And here we are with another week, another pullback. Will the trend continue upwards? Dogecoin's trend still continues to be sideways. The dip that we had last night kind of mirrors exactly the point on November 17th that Dogecoin dropped down to. But look, as I've circled here, Dogecoin did then follow that, trading upwards, very bullish. And will we see that trend again going forward? So we're going to be looking at that in this video a bit later. Overall, well, here we have Jim Cramer, right? Extremely bullish on Jerome Powell and the Fed here. The markets will make new highs today. This was at 10:27 a.m. yesterday before the FOMC meeting. So reverse Cramer strikes again. That's right. Reverse Cramer strikes again. And this is what happened. This is what happened. This is the stock market. Just about everything in the red following the big dump in the stock market that we had after the FOMC meeting and the news conference where everything dumped. So it wasn't just Dogecoin, it's Bitcoin, XRP, all dropped across the crypto market following the Federal Reserve's rate cut announcement. And it's like, yeah, rate cuts, that should be good, but talked in the intro about how that freaked everybody out. And we'll talk about that again more in my next live stream, which will be Thursday, late afternoon. So make sure that you're subscribed, you got your notifications on so you can join in on further live discussions where I'd like to hear what you guys think. And also we'll get into other things going on in the crypto world as we do on all the live streams here. However, we still have a lot of people that were freaked out. And I see it in the comments as well. It's like even people saying, ha ha, I sold at 34. I'll see you at 10 cents. And I'm just like, really? Is that how you really think? Dogecoin sentiment does drop, though, into negative. And as we see this sort of overall market sentiment coming down, we get a lot of people are just like, everything is just so short term now. It's like we want everything to go up, 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 up. And that's just not how the markets work. I talked about that yesterday morning in my video. You should watch that because I did its comparison between how Dogecoin is trading now versus 2021 when after that first big pump, Dogecoin was just going sideways and volume ticked down, the market sentiment tipped down, and everyone who sold during that time missed out on the next big Dogecoin run. We could see that again happening. So Dogecoin risks 35-cent breakdown. Is Doge price entering bearish territory? And as I say, we are still in an overall bull market. And so this is temporary stuff. It's just temporary stuff. And as I said on the live stream last night, I fully expect Dogecoin to recover back up and even higher over the next couple days as to where it was. We already have some, like Hedera, have already almost come up to where it was before the FOMC meeting. And I think we're going to see that recovery as well with Dogecoin. So overall, look, we had the big liquidations. Here's the Bitcoin liquidation heat map, $149 million in Bitcoin, $125 million in ETH, but it was really the others, $197 million. So this is people believing altcoin season, and I'm just going to do this heavy leverage trading on these smaller altcoins and make a lot of money, and we saw the liquidations. Overall, almost $800 million of liquidations over the past 24 hours. We've been charting this and looking at the heat maps during the live streams on where those prices are, where the biggest heavy leverage is. And the market makers are finding that the exchange is dumping the price whenever there's a little bit of fear in the market to take out that leverage trading. We can't have fun. But this is it. This is what happens. You get FOMO when prices come up. And then when prices come down, you get panic. And that's when the shakeouts happen. It can move that fast. That's how the sentiment can change, just like that. Overall, though, while paper hands were selling, BlackRock bought another $359 million in Bitcoin yesterday for their ETF. So it's not all paper hands. There's a small dip and you immediately sell your Bitcoin. Meanwhile, BlackRock is scooping it all up. What do they know? What you don't? Are you really going to let them take what's meant to be yours? And you can say that about Dogecoin as well, because as we see the recovery, people are buying Dogecoin at these prices because they think the price is going up from here. And look, what's happening in Bitcoin overall? More strategic reserves. Now, the EU talking about no digital euro pushes for a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Who else is buying? Metaplanet, MicroStrategy, Riot. Companies are accumulating Bitcoin, and we're going to see that more and more institutional buying of Bitcoin. That helps the overall crypto market, not Dogecoin yet, but we also have the Trump administration coming in, a pro-crypto administration. And Trump had a chat with Chris Marzelek, the CEO of Crypto.com. What did they talk about? And how is Crypto.com now involved? Because we already know there were meetings with Brian Armstrong from Coinbase. But what's going on with Crypto.com? BlackRock. They make a video about the evolution of money in Bitcoin for new investors. That's right, new investors. And we know when retail comes, they're going to be buying Dogecoin too. And we're nowhere near the levels that we were in 2021 and 2017 yet. These levels are still really, really low for new investors. They will be coming in. Now, we also have the amount of Bitcoin available on OTC desks continues to drop. That helps with, the lower supply, higher demand means prices go up. We have funding rates cooling. Lower funding means, well, you would think that all the shakeout deleverages futures, but actually the degen gamblers just come right back in and say, well, I lost yesterday. I can make it all back. And that leverage trading is going to continue. Overall, futures, the ETF buying assets under management for Bitcoin is now greater than gold. That's right. On the ETFs, Bitcoin has surpassed gold. And that's in a relatively short term, in less than a year. So it's your move now. The cycle isn't waiting for anyone. Institution, politicians, and normies all piling in. Why are you bullish? What's your reason? Or did you sell? Did the shakeout freak you out? We were wondering what the Bank of Japan was going to do. They kept their rates steady. They did not raise the rates. That is bullish, particularly for a coin like Jasmy that we've been waiting to see what happens. So we'll be watching that. The 4-hour RSI on Bitcoin has been at these levels since October. And every time we see an oversold position in Bitcoin on the RSI, what happens? It goes back up. That is bull market stuff here. And we are still in that cycle. So after every rate cut, there's a shakeout similar to what we saw in 2020, and then price goes higher. Here's our shakeout. What's going to happen next? So altcoin season, what did we have here? Early in 2024, we saw altcoin season peak up. A lot of that was on the backs of Solana that we had. And then there was a reset back to 50 to 55 level, and then it turned around and moved higher. This is what is happening again. Again, altcoin coming back down, that's on the backs of all of that Bitcoin ETF buying. But people are still buying altcoins too. And we will see that narrative flip back where alt season will be in full force. That is coming as well. For Doge, the Doge range, again, sideways trading is a good thing, right? So we've had 2 dips, we've had 2 rips, right? And we're in that range. This is the breakout that is coming. And with that breakout, what do we have? We looked at the 4-year cycles, 2017, 2021. We're entering 2025. Are we going to have this next big pump in Doge? Again, following the cycles, what is that is coming? So that is overall. We're going to talk more about all of this in our next live stream on Thursday afternoon. Let me know what you think about the dump that we had. Inverse Kramer, did you get shaken out? We had some during the live stream yesterday said, yeah, Chris, yeah, I did sell. I was pretty scared. But that means if you sold at 34 cents, well, now you're going to chase up at 36 cents or even higher. Some of you think this is going to dip lower. You say you got these limit orders set just waiting for it to drop, but those may never fill. And that's what we talk about on the live streams, are those chances and risks and how you can overcome those. So join the live stream, but give this video a like as well. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.